All right, what is up, guys? VV back again with a video. Another video. This time we're going to do some more spoilers, sort of like card reviews. But this time we're going to look at Lorcana. Just going to take a look at some cards because we did go ahead and look at the game overall. At the time of me recording this, they are going through some type of legal battle with Ravensburger, the company who's producing this Disney Lorcana product, is in a legal battle with Upper Deck over certain features in the game being similar to a game they were putting out. And I'm not going to go into all the details, but just to give the basics is I think the allegations are one of the former employees for Upper Deck left the company and joined Ravensburger. And the allegations are that they stole information from an upcoming game Upper Deck was working on and just gave it to, Ravensburger, or used it in that product. So at the time of me recording this, just know that I don't know what's going to happen with that, but we're still going to look at the cards and see what goes on from there. If you guys know more about it, or if I'm wrong about something, please don't hesitate to correct me in the comment section below. I'm trying to stay out of it completely, the legal aspect of it. I'm just trying to take a look at their cards. So we're on Star City Games, right here, articles.starcitygames.com, and we're on a Lorcana section here by John Hall. This is April 26, 2023, as you can see right here. Not that I know who that person is. I'm just saying that's what this one's by. If you need to look it up to go to this for yourself and check it out. We're just going to go through here real quick and take a look at some of the cards that they have featured in the game. And hey, this first video, we're going to go over the Emerald cards. We're just going to go right in order. I'll just kind of flash through them real quick. First we're going to do Emerald, then the Ruby, and these are all going to be different videos, right? Amethyst, all the way down to, I think there's 6 colors in this game. Steel, down into, sorry guys, just trying to blast through it, Sapphire, and then finally, what was the last one? I believe Amber is the last one, or is there one more? Okay, that's it for that. Okay, so yeah, so we're going to go through it. Sorry, guys, just going straight to the top again. We're going to start off with Emerald. We're just going to look at the cards, and because as you can see, it's not all been spoiled. If you look at these first 2 cards here, Lady Tremaine and Jumba Jakiba, they are actually, the Ravensburger blue triangle at the bottom right is covering up very important information as to how much they quest for in this game, and that's a way to get resources. So we're just going to go over what we know about the cards and just kind of talk about them overall and see what we think. So, all right, first up we have Emerald. Lady Tremaine, excuse me, she is a Dreamborn villain. She has Do It Again. When you play this character, you may return an action card from your discard to your hand. Now, she is a 6-cost 1/5 body. Wicked Stepmother, by the way. Lady Tremaine, Wicked Stepmother. 6 cost is a very big cost, because if I'm not mistaken, the way I've seen these games play out, you're playing 1 resource a turn, and I think certain cards can ramp you to get there, to get to more resources quicker. She does not have the Inkwell icon over the hexagon where it says 6. Notice the guy next to her, Jumba Jakiba, he does have the Inkwell icon, so he can be used as a resource, but Lady Tremaine cannot. So overall, I do like to grade things out of 10, 5 being average, 10 being the best, obviously, 0 to 1 being horrible. I think the effect is very powerful. And by the way, in this game, you can combine 2 colors, two elements, I guess, or whatever they are, these materials of emerald, right? You can combine 2 together, so you can have emerald and amber, or emerald and amethyst. So maybe in a deck where you can accelerate your resources, she might be very good. But as is, she's not great, in my opinion. But she's also not horrible, because she has a 5 toughness, which I do believe is pretty good in this game. That can take quite a few hits. And then her effect is very strong. I really would like to know how much her lore is, right? On the right side where the Ravensburger triangle is, that little symbol is, it's not telling us how much she can exert for, which means to turn sideways, or to tap for, to gain win points, right? Which are just, your lore points. You want to get to 20. How much can she quest for? So I'll just put her at a 5 out of 10. Let me scoot up my chair. Excuse me. Okay, let's go over to the right here. Jumba Jukiba. He is a 5 cost, 4/5. So he's just, statistically in stats, he's just better than Lady Tremaine, right? They have the same toughness, or the same shield value, and he has an even higher attack, which is the 4 value in this case. And he costs 1 less, and he has the Inkwell insignia up there at the top, or flourish, whatever it is. So yeah, you're looking at a card that's just all around better, but doesn't have an effect. By the way, he is Dreamborn, Alien Inventor, Renegade, Scientist. He does not have an effect, like I said, like Do It Again for Lady Tremaine. That's just that's just a quote. It says, created something, but that would be irresponsible and unethical. I would never, ever make more than one. I don't know what that's probably reference to some type of Disney movie quote. Anyway, so with this character, I would rate at a 6 out of 10. I think he's just strictly better than Lady Tremaine. I don't think her effect justifies her not having an Ink Flourish and not having more attack. But again, who knows what her lore counters are? How much can she exert to gain? Okay, let's pick up the pace a little bit. Cruella de Vil. This is a 2 cost with a Flourish, who's a 1/3. She is Miserable as Usual, is her little, title there. The Cruella de Vil, Miserable as Usual. And then Storyborn Villain. You'll Be Sorry is her effect. And she has 1 quest counter or lore counter that she can quest for. When this character is challenged and banished, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. Okay, when this character is challenged and banished, so they have to be challenged and then she dies from it, or she gets knocked out, she gets banished from it, you can return chosen character to their player's hand. That's pretty good. And there's no, it doesn't have to be a certain cost associated where like you can only hit the smaller characters. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I would say for 2 cost, she's a 1/3, and she has this effect that, makes them want to deal with her, but not want to deal with her. So I'll give her a nice 6 out of 10. I don't think that's anything crazy, but I do think that's pretty nice. Maybe even a 6.5 out of 10. Okay, whoops. Now we got Aladdin, Prince Ali. He is a 2 cost, has the Ink Flourish. He is a 2/2 body, Storyborn Hero Prince with Ward. Opponents cannot choose this character except to challenge. I don't see if there's a number in front of Ward or what, but so apparently opponents will not be able to choose this character unless they want to challenge him. So I guess to counter ideas like Cruella de Vil, you cannot choose him, unless I'm misunderstanding. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can click him, or target him rather, with an ability like You'll Be Sorry. You can only challenge him. Unless we're missing something from the text, and we don't know how much he taps for. But I'm going to give this seems like he's just going to be a nice 6.5 or 7.5 out of 10, depending on how much he taps for. Solid card. Okay, Cheshire Cat, 0/3 body. We don't know how much it costs, but he does have the Flourish, so you can use him for resources. Lose something, that's his ability. He's Storyborn, by the way. Cheshire Cat, not all there, Storyborn, sorry. Lose something. When this character is challenged and banished, banish the challenging character. So again, this is like You'll Be Sorry. When this character is challenged and banished, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. This one has, when this character is challenged and banished, so challenged and banished, banish the challenging character. So this just gets rid of them, flat out. So I really need to know how much he taps for. If he taps for like 2 maybe, this could be an extremely good card where they're forced to deal with it. And then something's getting knocked off the board, something potentially more valuable than Cheshire Cat. So this seems very good. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10 baseline, and then it depends on how much this character can quest for. We don't know yet. Or maybe we do know, and I don't. Maybe there's a better list out there. Someone tell me in the comments below. Okay, Mickey Mouse, Steamboat Pilot. This is a 3 cost 3/4. Okay, I really like what's going on here. 3/3/4. Let's go up real quick. This is a 5/4/5. So this character's very well statted, and he has the Ink Flourish. He has no effect. He is just Mickey Mouse Steamboat Pilot, Storyborn Hero Captain. But he's a 3/3/4 with one lore counter here. And, yeah, then just a quote there. I think this seems like a very good card. It's at its bare minimum 5 out of 10 because I don't know in this game what is expected for each resource investment. For example, in One Piece, I know that for 5 resources, I can expect a character with a 7 attack and a 1,000 counter. I don't expect you to know what that means if you don't know One Piece. But in this game, I need to know, for 3 resources, am I supposed to expect a 3/4 body minimum? And then they adjust it with good abilities or good effects and then, or good lore counters and things like that. I need to know. So just judging by what I do know, which is not much, a 3/3/4 seems very good compared to what we've already seen, right? This is a 2/2/2, a 2/1/3, a 5/4/5, and a 6/1/5. And their effects, determine how strong that is, right? And how much they tap for. But I think this seems like a very solid, maybe above average card. Maybe this is a 5 out of 10, but it could be a 6.5 or 7.5 out of 10, depending on what we see going forward. Okay, let's keep going. The Beast is Mine, an action card, 3 costed. It's got the flourish up there. In case you get it early, you'll be able to play this for a resource. Chosen character gains Reckless during their next turn. So you'll get to choose a character, and then it says they can't quest and they must challenge if able. So they're not going to be able to get you any kind of lore towards your win condition. They have to attack, which is potentially going to, banish them, right? Like if it's a character like Cheshire Cat, right? Okay. Overall, I think this is a solid ability. It doesn't straight banish something. It might survive. You never know what they do. But I think this is an average card. I would give the Beast is Mine a 5 out of 10. Excuse me. Iago, 3 cost 1/4. See, so again, notice the difference. 3 cost 3/4 versus 3 cost 1/4. And the 3 cost 3/4 is a vanilla body with a single lore counter. Iago is a 3 cost 1/4 with a single lore counter, but also has, you got a problem? Tap this card. Chosen character gains Reckless during their next turn. They can't quest and must challenge, again, like the Beast is Mine. Okay. Excuse me. This is Iago, Loudmouth Parrot, Storyborn Ally. I don't know. This one's hard to judge with the limited amount of knowledge I have of the game currently. But just going off what it can do, it can always quest if needed for the one lore counter, the lore pip, I've heard some people call it. It's a 3/1/4, so it can survive quite a bit, right? The 4 in the back makes him survivable. But the 1 in the front makes it where, you're obviously going to be using You Got a Problem. So, when you tap this sideways or exert it, chosen character gains Reckless during their next turn. So 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to target Iago, right? So since Iago is turned sideways, they'll be able to attack Iago. So if I understand that correctly, if not, then someone correct me in the comments below. But I think ultimately this is going to be, somewhat lackluster. I mean, maybe not, though, because maybe this forces certain cards to attack that don't want to attack. So I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10, actually. I'm gonna put it slightly above average because it is going to force, interactions from your opponent. And I just noticed, I'm sorry, I just noticed that I don't have, hang on, let me update this real quick, guys. Y'all bear with me. For Lorcana, Emerald cards. There we go. And we will turn that on in the top corner there and put a black box behind it. Sorry about that, guys. There we go. Now we're talking, right? Okay. My bad, guys. I forgot to put that in the beginning. So let's move on from there. I give him like a 6 out of 10 or 6.5 out of 10, like I said, because I think he will be able to force interactions out of your opponent. Next, we have the Genie. He is a 6 cost 3/4. Not exactly insane stats for what you're getting, and he does not have a flourish, so he cannot be used as a resource. Genie on the Job, Storyborn Ally. Evasive. Okay, here's a new ability here I haven't read. Only characters with Evasive can challenge this character. Okay, so he has some evasion, right? He's evasive. they have to have a character with evasive in order to even challenge this guy. And he's a 6/3/4. Disappear. When you play this character, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. You may return chosen character to their player's hand. So you can return your own character for inner battlefield type effects, if that's a thing in this game. Or you can return their character to just get him out of the way. This is really solid. Now, this character is very strong. I would say this is probably one of the stronger characters we've seen so far as the effects go. He exerts to gain 2 points towards your win condition with the 2 quest counters here. He has evasive, where you can't really even target him unless you have evasive characters or some type of effect that can target him directly. And then disappear. When you play this character, you may return chosen character to their player's hand. Yeah, I like this card. I think this is solid. It's a little heavy costed, and you cannot play it for a resource, unfortunately. But I don't think that's the end of the world, given what he does. I would give this a 7 out of 10. I think this could potentially be very strong. Beast. He is a 5-cost, 4/4 body. Wolfsbane. Very cool title there. Dreamborn Hero Prince. Rush. This character can challenge the turn they are played. Now, that seems very good. In many card games, Rush is an effect where you can just go in, right? You just attack, you go into them, right? This character does have that. So, and he also has Roar. When you play this character, exert all opposing damaged characters. When you play this character, exert all opposing damage. So it taps down all of their characters that are, that are damaged. Because damage does persist in this game. That's right. So if you're forcing attacks with cards like Iago, where you're putting like 1 damage on this guy, a few damage here and there from these smaller characters, these smaller attack characters rather, this guy comes in and just taps them all down, exerts them all. And he can tap for 2, which is nice, or exert for 2 quest counters, lore points. Yeah, this seems really good. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Allergies are getting to me. I have really bad allergies. My apologies. So, this card I would put, he's already better costed than Genie. He's 1 cost less than Genie. He has 1 more attack than Genie. He doesn't have evasive, but he has Rush instead, where he can just come in swinging. And I would say the Genie's ability is slightly better than Roar, because the Roar depends on the board state, how many characters on your opponent's side are damaged. And it seems a little counterintuitive. When you play this character, exert all opposing damaged characters. Well, they should all be exerted, right? Like, they should have either been swinging to deal, to challenge characters or to quest. But who knows? Maybe there's going to be blockers that'll be able to get this. I'm not sure. It seems the Roar ability doesn't seem good. But someone correct me in the comments below if I'm not seeing the strong interactions. Because you see what I'm saying, right? If they have a character, in order to win in this game, you have to quest or exert your characters and add up 20 altogether of these little lore counters, these little quest pips, these little things here. Like I said, I heard someone say pip one time, and now it's stuck in my head. But you have to exert these to do that. So why would they leave a character not exerted, right? Unless they just played the character, that's different. If they don't have Rush, they can't. But for example, Iago, you're going to want to use his effect, which forces them to swing. Mickey Mouse is swinging. This character is going to be questing to get her effect off. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't see Roar being that good. I could be wrong about that, but I don't see it being that good. I'm going to give this guy, I'm still, everything else is very solid. The fact that he can quest for 2, he's a 5-cost 4/4 swinging immediately. And like I said, I think a lot of characters are going to be exerted. And hey, if they're not, if they're damaged, they will be from him coming into play. So that is very good. He'll be able to start taking out characters. I'll give this guy a 6.5 out of 10. I think the Genie and the Beast, maybe he's a 7 out of 10. I think the Genie and the Beast are about the same. So I'll give them both about, like I said, 6.5 or 7 out of 10. Okay, guys, that's it for the Emerald cards. We're going to go over Ruby next time. Give you a little sneak peek there. We'll go over that next. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like and subscribe, and don't be afraid to leave any comments in the comment section below. All right, guys. Until next time, peace.